I want the Barbadian people to know that this building here is this is the premises of the Princess Zenebework School in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, that was established by Mignon Ford, the widow of Rabbi Arnold Josiah Ford. Rabbi Ford made her promise on his deathbed that even if Mussolini and the Italians invaded Ethiopia, that she would never abandon Ethiopia. She kept her word. Not only did she not abandon Ethiopia, but after Ethiopia had been destroyed by that fascist occupation, she answered the call of Emperor Haile Selassie to help in the rebuilding of Ethiopia, and her contribution was in the field of education. And this school, this handiwork of this Barbadian woman from Wakefield Plantation in St. John, this school helped to revolutionize education in Ethiopia. She introduced the modern curriculum. This was the first co-educational school in Ethiopia. She helped uplift girls and women in Ethiopia, such that the female graduates of this school were so many female firsts in Ethiopian society. The first concert pianist, the first this, the first that, you know. And so this school, this building, this heritage of Mignon Ford and Rabbi Arnold Josiah Ford ties in with the legacy and heritage of Emperor Haile Selassie and Empress Menem, because it was Emperor Haile Selassie that requested Miss Ford, name the school after my young daughter who had died tragically, and so it became the Princess Zenebework School. And it was Empress Menem who on several occasions helped Mignon Ford when the school had outgrown the size, the number of students had outgrown the limited facilities, helped her to get even larger facilities. So this is, for me, this is a goosebump moment, because I knew Miss Ford's son, Professor Abby Ford. I heard this story about these two great Barbadians way back in the early 1980s, and from the first time I heard this story, it just resonated with me. And then I met Professor Abby Ford, you know, and I promised Abby that one day I would write the story of the lives of his parents, Rabbi Arnold Josiah Ford, Marcus Garvey's musical director, and his mother, Mignon Ford. And I kept that promise. And I produced a book called The Pan-African Love Story of Arnold and Mignon Ford. And it's a historical love story, because it chronicles the love that they had for each other, but it also chronicles the love that they both had for Ethiopia, that she had for education, that they had for Marcus Garvey and the Marcus Garvey movement, that they had for Africa and for black people. You know, it is all about love, that Pan-African love. And it's a book that, first of all, the Barbadian people need to know this story. These are two of their greatest heroes, but I would say it's a story that all proud black or African people need to know, because it's a story that connects Marcus Garvey, the Harlem Renaissance, the coronation of Emperor Haile Selassie, the Italian invasion of Ethiopia, the heroic resistance, the rebuilding of Ethiopia, education in Ethiopia. You know, it's just a magnificent story that is calculated to make African people feel proud and give them a sense of mission.